All right, now that we made our starter theme with underscores.me, you can see it right here. Now I want to kind of show you the file structure behind that. So you have some idea of how to navigate through the theme, through the base theme that we have. So we can go ahead and convert those HTML templates that we have into a theme, and then you can use it over and over. How fun is that? Okay, so this is my base directory of a girl of all trades. So I'm just going to go in public HTML, and here are my WordPress files. So what we want to do is go to WP content. That's where it holds the themes folder, and the themes folder is where I have my trades. So as you remember, when we uploaded the theme, this is where that theme goes in the file structure. So this is our base theme right here. Okay, so these are all the things that come in the underscores.me zip file that we created. We have our style CSS, single, sidebar, search, and basically it's a bunch of files chopped up with PHP, and we can go to different areas of this to change different parts of our website. For instance, our header. So our header PHP, if we look at a girl of all trades, we're going to be editing that header PHP file. So this is going to take our navigation and anything else that we may want in it. So the file structure, super important. Okay, so we're going to need style CSS, header, functions PHP, footer, template parts. Template parts is basically the blood and bones of these pages. So these pages call template parts, and anything that we have right here will be shown in there. I'll give you a better idea of that as we go forward. But let's go ahead and open up excuse me, our CSS, our style.css style sheet. And as you can see here, here's the author that I put when we signed up, the URI. We can go ahead and change this to anything. I'm going to change this to my page. So my page is shirleyashby.com. And there we go. And so if people have any questions about my theme, they can go here. Here's the author URI as well. As we remember, we did portfolio. Here's the description. This is version 1.0. You can change that if you want to update it. I really am not too picky about that because I'm not selling this in any way. So it's a rule of thumb to keep this information right here, so I wouldn't touch that. And here are our contents. So I try to keep these matched up as close as possible to what's in our style.css style sheet. And I change this when I'm done with the theme so it matches. Like, for instance, I'll put media queries down here for responsive design and whatnot. A lot of this content in here, it's pretty hideous, I'm going to be honest, and I like to take a lot of it out, especially when developing the forms, because I love Bootstrap, and Bootstrap just looks so much better than these styles that are in here. But yeah, so I like to put in Bootstrap. It helps it be responsive way faster than you would hand code it, and I will sing to Bootstrap and back if I could. Okay, so there's our style.css. So we have that one. Let's go ahead and open our header. That's super important. I'm using FileZilla here. If you don't know how to connect your Bluehost to FileZilla, I do have a video on that, and you could look that up, or even better, I'll put information for that in my video when I post it. So let's see here. Let's edit the header PHP, and I have that right here. And then we need the footer, and there's our footer. We're gonna need definitely index. Index.php in WordPress words means that if you don't have a static home page, this is just going to give you a blog feed on your home page. And that's kind of like the default if you don't have a static page selected for your home page. Let's see here. Page.php I really love because that is where all of the pages that you use in WordPress, that is not counting as the home page. So that's like every other page in WordPress. As you can see in the PHP here, we have a while loop and it's calling for template parts, content, and then page. See, this is where you can tell where these parts really lie in your folder structure. And so let's go back to FileZilla. So if we go to template parts, then we look at it, saying, let's see here. It looks like it said content page, didn't it? So this content page, it's like kind of like the muscles and the bones inside of the skeleton. So kind of think of that. So here, like the skeleton. So this is where you have like your header and your footer and everything. Sometimes I like to rip things out of here because when I have a page in WordPress, I don't like to have all my content have a footer on the page and then have a footer on the bottom. It's kind of redundant. So I like to rip that out, but I'll show you how to do that later. So if you can see, you get template part and it has that. So if you're like, okay, well, where's the code? Where's the code? Here's the page, but where's the code? There's the code. Also, it's calling for a sidebar page and a get footer. This get footer is grabbing our footer that we opened right here. And then the sidebar, wrong page, the sidebar right here is its own page. So kind of think of like WordPress PHP code as like a big map. It's a map that you can look at and just follow the file path. If you follow the file path, you will find what you're looking for. But yeah, your main ones that you're going to be using are style.css, header PHP, footer PHP, excuse me, index PHP, and page PHP. You don't necessarily have to mess with the content parts. Sometimes I have to and sometimes I don't. It just depends on what kind of design I'm looking for.